What this video is about, I've been noticing for the last 2 or 3 weeks, there's been a lot of criticism and hatred, disrespect from one content creator towards another. Now, I wanted to share something with you guys that we all should know already. Anyone who's on here making content that speaks about the streets or prison lifestyle, we all pretty much grew up the same way, seeing the same things, doing the same things, ending up in prison, getting in trouble, and so forth. So we all know what it's like to struggle. And I remember when I was really young, all throughout high school, my teenage years, elementary school, I've always heard that one particular race is holding us back, keeping us down, keeping us from succeeding. And I've noticed as I was growing up that some of our people started to get these jobs where they were now police officers, probation officers, uh, just anything to do with law enforcement. And I heard names being called to them about them, such as sellouts or Uncle Toms, or people saying things like, now they think they're better than us, referring to the Mexican people, Mexican American people, and black people. They think they're better than us, they're sellouts, they're just trying to impress the white man, and so on. As I started my prison career or gang lifestyle, and I've noticed um, a lot of these people were in charge of juvenile hall, county jails, probation officers. I started to think the same, that they were just um, trying to hold us back or keep us back or hold us down and, you know, looking good for the white man. I started to believe that. For a long time, I believed that. It's because I heard it so much. Even when I went into prison, seeing a Mexican correctional officer or a black correctional officer, I thought, look at this motherfucker. He sell out motherfucker. But as I grew older, I started to realize that it wasn't them that was keeping us down. It wasn't them that was trying to hold us back or didn't want us to succeed or didn't want us to achieve nothing. It wasn't them. It was us, the people in the neighborhood, our gang members, the people in the hood, Mexican and black. We were holding ourselves back. We were keeping ourselves down. We were preventing ourselves from being successful. And eventually, it was our fault that we made it to prison. And I've noticed that a long time ago, even before I got out of prison, I noticed that it wasn't them, it was us all along. All the blame that would go to them, um, they had nothing to do with it. They just got the jobs that um, called for them to enforce the law. And it was our fault that we didn't obey it. Now I know everyone knows, you know, it was a struggle. We all went through the same struggles and we all had the same chances. So as I look at YouTube today, I've noticed that there's a lot of successful YouTubers or content creators, you know, black and Mexican and whites. And I've noticed that you can make a decent living off of YouTube, making content, videos, um, just posting stuff that people want to hear, entertainment. Now, people in society, they pay money to go watch a movie at the movie theaters. Pay about $20 for a ticket, another $15 for popcorn, $10 for a soda. It's big money, the movie industry. And all that is just stories that are turned into a motion picture. We all know they're not true. They're just um, fiction. They're made up. It's just a story that somebody wrote and they made it into a motion picture. But it's entertainment, and people love that. Occasionally, you'll get a movie that's based on a true story, but for the most part, every movie that's made is just a story made up. Somebody wrote it and made a motion picture, and people are entertained by it, so they pay money. Well, the same thing for YouTube. It's just entertainment. You know, I learned that it's a way to make a living, to make some extra money. Some people make a good living. Um, People post content, whether it's their life stories or stuff they've seen or been through, or just videos that they run across or things that they see, they record it and post it, all sorts of stuff. It's all entertainment. But it's coming to the point where I'm noticing there's a lot of disrespect between content creators. Mainly the prison genre, the gang, the people talk about gangs, mainly between them, you know. Well, see, that's the thing that I want to talk about mostly. And I've even heard that my content is boring, but that's okay, because the criticism is probably what's going to make me better, you know, better at it, and it keeps me to keep pushing. So I accept that. But for the people that have been doing this for a few years already, that are making their money, you know, I don't see why they would have to go after each other. Because if you think about it, when I was talking about back in the day when everybody used to blame um, the white man for keeping us down, holding us back, it's their fault, it's their fault that we were being locked up. They were hating on us, they were racist, all that. And then come to the point where our own people were doing the same thing, you know, it goes back to that point in time. Here you got YouTubers making a decent living, but now they're talking bad about, other YouTubers, like if they're better than them, or like if they make more money than them, they got more subscribers, they get more views, that sort of stuff. You know, keeping each other back is history repeating itself all over again. It's nobody holding us back. It's ourselves holding each other back. Instead of lifting up each other and helping each other succeed at this YouTube thing, people are quick to criticize, talk down um, upon each other, and you know, um, act as if they're better than the next person. Um, there's some channels that say they want to help the youth and guide the youth to not to make a mistake of going to prison. Some people want to bring light to what really goes on in prison. Hope to change people's minds and what they're doing. And there's even channels that say that they want to help better people, um, hoping they can change people's mind and make them a better person. But at the same time, that channel um, just talks as if he's better than everybody else, whether he knows more, he has more knowledge, more schooling, more education. Um, I've never heard one of his stories that has anything to do with somebody else being a better person, but it always has to do with him. And if he takes himself back behind the walls, he talks as if um, he was better than you, or he had a higher status than you, or he was running shit and you weren't. That sort of stuff has nothing to do with making anyone better, a better person. But the main point to this message is the YouTubers, people making content. Let's not let history repeat itself, uh, and look down upon each other, or think anyone's better than the other, or think your stories are better than his stories, and he shouldn't talk about this, and you shouldn't talk about that. And, you know, this is none of your business, and this is none of your business. And, this is just entertainment, like the movies, where it doesn't matter if your stories are true or not, but if they're entertaining, then you're going to get the views and you'll get the subscribers. You know, I know some people want to hear the prison stories. They want to hear about people getting stabbed and you stabbing people. They want to hear about that. They're they get excited about that. You know, that's okay too, because that's what they go to the movies to see. If you go to a movie, that's what you want to go see, shootouts and all this stuff. So if you want to tell those stories, you can tell those stories. Nobody's saying they have to be true, or nobody's saying they're false. It's your story. You can tell it how you want to tell it, and if it's entertaining, people are gonna watch it. I don't think there should be another man that can tell you what you can and can't talk about. I mean, the decision is yours. You know, what group to talk about, who you can talk about, who you can't talk about, if you're lying, or you know, what characters are you talking about? This character is not good, and this character is good, and this part of prison is not good. This part of prison is good, and they're both in prison. You got one on the mainland, one S and Y. But they do the same thing on each side. So who's to say what side is good when reality they're both bad? You know, or you talk about people talk about the other content creators that they talk about their prison status, what they were, and you know what did they drop out of, and what gang that they were in, and they got kicked out, and they couldn't make it, and you know they're degenerates, and dumb stuff, dumb stuff that doesn't even have anything to do with the streets. You know, content creators they're all on the same level. They're out to make money. They're out to make a living. They're out to tell stories. They're out to entertain. You know, and how they do it, and what they talk about to do it. You know, it's it's their business. You know, us as people, instead of kicking somebody when they're down or jumping on someone because everybody else is, we should lift each other up. You know, help each other out, help each other grow. There's enough money for everybody. It doesn't matter whose videos or whose stories are better than the others. You know, when it's all said and done, it's about us making a living, us supporting our families, us staying out of prison. You know, that's what the goal should be. You know, if I'm doing something good to support my family, and I'm not out robbing and stealing people's shit, then people should be happy about that. Especially YouTubers. You guys are making money. You guys are spending money. You guys are buying more stuff. You don't want somebody out stealing your shit. So if somebody can do something to better themselves, why hate on them? Why look down on them? Build them up so they can build up the next person and just keep going. Let history repeat itself that way and not the negative way. So I hope this gets out to uh, most of the people, all of the people that are in the prison genre, or in the street life genre, the gang genre, whatever. I hope it gets to them, and people take a little bit of time to think about it. Like, we should be helping each other out. Who cares what stories we tell? Who cares where someone is from? Who cares what their gang status was in prison? None of that matters anymore. What matters is everybody's trying to do the right thing, the right way. You know, there's plenty of money for everybody. You know, if everybody helps each other out, then the next person can get helped out. We can all help each other out. I know me. I don't got no subscribers. I don't got no views, but that don't matter. I like coming out here to speak because if I can get the attention of a few people, then I'm happy with that. The more the merrier. You know, I want to continue to help people. I want to continue to talk sense into people. You know, giving people knowledge and you know, hopefully I can reach an audience like that. You know, I'm not trying to be better than everybody else or better than one person. I'm not trying to tell stories better than one person or my stories don't. I don't want my stories to be more violent than your stories. You know, I don't want that. I just want an audience that I can speak to. When there's something on my mind or something I want to talk about, I can speak to, and you know they can listen and ask questions, and I, you know, put stuff in the comments, and I'll answer on it. You know, even criticism. You know, but that's what's gonna make me better. You know. But with that being said, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, because I see you know a lot of this going back and forth. Um, Between both races, Mexican and black. It was Mexican. Now it's uh, blacks talking about Mexicans. Mexicans talking about blacks. That's not going to do nothing. It's just going to divide us. You know, divide us more and more when everyone's starting to unite, or so to speak. Um, we don't want YouTube to divide us. Everything else was dividing us before. You know, now YouTube, don't let it happen. It's all up to us. It's not up to nobody. Nobody's trying to hold us down. It's up to us. With that being said, hit like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Like always, hope everybody's doing well. Hope your kids are doing good. Hope your kids are safe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.